Before the terrorists would come,
there should be a form of intelligence.
The Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. Yeah. They would disarm the local population.
Oh, not true.
Before what my friends in the Middle Belt have told me is that they have learned that once the military come around searching house to house to disarm local population, even take their dang guns, they know that the Fulanis are not far behind. That is the level of complicity that you have.
Well, then I've been vindicated.
It's not just you. Somebody came to national TV, Commodore Laumi. You don't see spooks, military spooks, you don't have spies, you don't see them in daytime. That's not somebody you find on national TV. But the man was sufficiently alarmed by our security circumstances that he sat down in the TV channel, at the TV station of channels, and he said it on national TV that there are Boko Haram sponsors sat in the president's cabinet, and he had submitted a list of these persons to the president since 2016 and nothing had happened. And we are still talking about a suspicion. It's no longer suspicion. Kawu Baraje came out in 2022, I think. It was his 70th birthday, and he came out and he told everybody who cared to listen that they were the ones who imported Fulani terrorists into Nigeria in the lead up to the 2015 election, and that they harmed these persons that they had brought into Nigeria from 5 different Sahelian countries. He said so. He's on record. Look, my friend Dr. Stanley Kavman is the National Publicity Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum. He was, I think, on Arise the other day, where he said categorically, and he wasn't the first to say it, that there is a base, a militant base, terrorist base in the tri-state area, Nasarawa, Benue, and Plateau. That base is known to each and every one of our security services. That base is sometimes reinforced and resupplied by helicopters
in this country,
and nothing has ever happened.
I don't know why.
So we're no longer. Don't let's be talking about. It's no longer about suspicion. It's not a theory.
It's not
the fact. We should be able to call it what it is. The fact is that the Nigerian state has turned against its own citizen and is facilitating murder.
It's the prerogative of Mr. President. They serve at his pleasure. But Mr. Speaker, there is something called shame. Those security chiefs, just sit down and think about what is happening now in this country. Are you pleased? Are you proud? Will it be that in your time, this country will degenerate to such a level, and you proudly refer to yourself as a security chief in this nation? I think some people should resign. Mr. President's style has not been to sack people. He has been nice to everybody. But you who is bearing that position, are you happy with what is happening? Look at lives that are going every day. Why not honorably resign?
Mungulus, Tozo, mother baggers. You have inflicted people with poverty. You have inflicted the common man with poverty. That at the end of the day, you left him with no option rather than to join the armed forces to sacrifice his life as a sacrificial goat. And at the same time, you're not doing that. Even after joining the sacrificing in that, you cannot even cater for his own good. And you are relying on these people to provide security to you. When it comes to security now, you insulate yourself with the police, you insulate yourself with the military that you are still shortchanging. If not for poverty, my brother, I wonder why a reasonable thinking Nigerian will even think of joining Nigerian military at the moment. Shame on you. Shame on you people. Shame on you, the president. Shame on you, the corrupt politicians. Shame on a lot of you. Posterity will judge you. I am telling you. In short, if you think I don't know what I am saying, I dare you to come and pick me, and I'll prove it to you not based on newspaper headings, based on reality, that some of these corrupt military officers and some of these corrupt politicians are sending a bunch of demoralized soldiers and ill-equipped soldiers to go and face their death warrant in the name of trying to protect the country, and at the end of the day, they end up becoming casualty, victims, and even the people they are protecting to become victims. Are you trying to tell me that a lot of the generals are not aware that some of the allowances of these men, these soldiers, are still not being paid? A lot of the provisions that are enshrined in what is supposed to guide their conduct, their provisions, is not being paid? Are you trying to tell me that the Senate Chairman Committee, the House of Reps members in charge of all in charge of oversight functions in regards the conduct of military operations and all their activities are not aware of the fact that these soldiers are still shortchanged, some of the soldiers are still ill-equipped, some of these soldiers are demoralized? Are you telling me that? I'm going to tell you that factually. I am telling you, and President Tinubu, you will never be perceived, you will never succeed in regards to this insurgency and insecurity till you are ready to fight corruption. But from your body language, it seems you are not even ready to fight corruption. What are you telling me? Let's look at it now. When was the last time? Kitting is one of the basic necessities of soldiering job. When was the last time issues were distributed? According to the provisions, these kittens are supposed to, the uniforms, the boot or whatever, are supposed to be distributed biannually. When was the last time it was done? Most especially in the Navy. We're talking about almost like, close to like 10 years ago. And you are sitting there down here and you are now acting as if you are not aware. What happens to the medical service that these people are supposed to be benefiting from? What are the medical services? It's rubbish. A typical military man would prefer to go and subscribe to private hospitals rather than going to military hospitals that are supposed to checkmate that. Are we going to be talking about their allowances? Their allowances are still shortchanged up to today. Are you saying you are not aware? At the end of the day, you send a bunch of demoralized soldiers, and at the end of the day, they are now at the mercy of Boko Haram, bandits, and the rest of it. And all you can do is whenever situations happen, you come and say you are giving a marching order, you are giving a marching order for military to go and apprehend. How many have they apprehended? You have a lot of corruption charges that you are supposed to look into. And I wonder why the likes of even Buhari are working freely when they have a lot of questions to answer. What happened to the Dasuki Gate? What is now the situation with Dasuki Gate? What happened to the charges in regards to the former chief of naval staff, Jibrin? What has happened to it? And a lot of other corruption charges in billions. And you are sitting quiet and keeping quiet. All you're just thinking about is defection, how to win the next election. I'm telling you that if you don't do anything about this, if you are not ready to fight corruption, I am telling you, by God's grace, you will not see that. And at the end of the day, even when you succeed in that, where is the humanity in you? How do you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered as a president that just did 2 times tenure? And at the end of the day, you are gone. How old are you? How old are you? How many years do you have left? I'm talking to you, Tinubu. How many years do you think you have left on the face of this earth? And you can't confront these things and stand and kick against them? Look at the way they are just unaliving soldiers. Look at the way they are unaliving civilians. And at the end of the day, we come back and play politics about this. How long is this going to remain? A lot of short-changing. Look at their feeding. Look at how do you expect a soldier now that is faced with a lot of these things in his head? The fact that he's thinking about how to survive, how to feed his family. There's no good adequate medical care. Kitting, he have to buy boots for himself. He have to buy uniform for himself. Out of how much? It's only in Nigeria that you see a soldier trying to see how he can measure to survive out, feeding, just feeding, till the next era comes. They complain of being shortchanged. You people introduce IPPIS. IPPIS, what has it changed? Nothing. You have succeeded in just dividing one part to some of the corrupt military officials and one part to a kind of a private business entity. What is happening recently of the moment? You have a situation where they are paid allowances. It takes almost after they are paid IPPIS. It takes almost after 15 days for them to receive their allowances, dividing this little money that they have. A lot of ills going on. And I bet you, if you are ready to fight insecurity in that country, if you are not ready to fight corruption, I'm telling you, there's nothing that is going to change. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. A lot of ills, a lot of corruption is going on. Tell this to everybody. A lot of corruptions proven. It can be proven that is still going on in the military. And you are quiet about this. You are quiet about this. All you can just come and tell is you have given marching order. What the hell? Who has marching order helped? Look into the details. Look into the major cause of all these things. Why are we having a bunch of demoralized soldiers? Why are we having a bunch of ill-equipped soldiers going to fight this insurgency?
Welcome back to Local Journal, my people. The weighty allegations we are hearing about the military is unbecoming already, and they need to come out to clear the air because this is not making sense any longer. Recently, before the Mati local government attack in Borno State, there was a video of a shopper seen delivering ammunition to these bandits and these terrorists in the bush in the same local government. And when the video was being circulated, they came out to debunk it as usual. You see, the worst thing that can happen to any country is for the country's military to be infiltrated by terrorists. As it stands today, Nigerian military is not safe at all. This was why many Nigerians were against the idea of de-radicalizing these terrorists and repurposing them into the Nigerian military. It's because of issues like this that Nigerians were against it. Look at where this issue has brought us to now. Honestly, this is unbelievable, and as it stands, Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. It's like a disaster waiting to happen. But we hope the government and the military get back their footing. So I'll play the remaining part of the video so that we can listen to what others have to say on this issue. But before this, if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.
2014, September 12, that was when the battle took place. I was deployed in Gubio. In Maiduguri. Now, our CEO now address us. Our present CEO now, our CEO then is the 82 Div GOC, Colonel HT Dada. That is his name. So now he told us that we should go to embark for the fight at Kafia Forest in Gubio. So now we navigated to Gubio. To Kafia Forest in Gubio. They told us that they were going to give us jets that will go ahead of us because we don't know how the place is like. And now when they got there, when the jet came and just came to do Barazana, all of us, our morale was high. Our morale was high to go for that fight. By getting to that theater ground, everywhere were just Boko Haram territory. Now they just enveloped every one of us. So we just seen battle, bombshell. We fought that fight. 12 September 2013. That was when that fight happened, sir. So by coming back, so when we were being enveloped, because no proper arrangement, I was only Kalashnikov with 60 rounds. So at the end, so we cannot be able to repel that attack, but we are inside the battleground. But by the special grace of God, God took us out of that battleground before we came back to the camp. When we get to our camp, sir, that was when they asked us to go back for reinforcement, to go and bring those that have been that are dead. We lost about 60-something soldiers instantly. We lost 60-something soldiers that very day, sir, when we came back to the camp. So that was when most of us were saying that you people deceive us. What you have to provide for us, you did not provide for us. That is where they changed the story to Mutiny, sir.
The truth is that things has not changed. Things has not changed. The truth is that, you know, my colleagues in the army, those that are still in the system, they will not want, if they are here now, they won't be able to tell you that things has changed. They will just tell you all is well. Because, you know, in the force, there is this pattern that, you know, the reason why we suffered mutiny of the thing was because we speaked out. Yeah. Was because we cried out. There was nothing, all Nigerians know there was nothing like mutiny. We fought, we did the best we could do. We did the best we could do. But simply because we cried out that this wicked and deadly sets that come against us, that terrorize the country, they are more equipped in terms of weapon. When Boko Haram are coming, Boko Haram are coming from, they are coming all the way from they are coming to attack us here. All the way from Lekki, they will be shooting. You'll be hearing the sound of MG. You understand? If you want to come and fight me here, you are supposed to come in hiding, you know, ambush me, and you know, unknown to me, then you start attack. You understand? Yeah. They will be coming with full confidence. They use drone. You know, drums. Yes. Then there's a diesel inside that drums. Yeah. You know, they belt their ammunition on GPMG. Yeah. You know, as a result of that diesel, there will be no stoppages. Mm. The only thing you will be hearing is that's what you'll be hearing. From Lekki to this place, you'll be hearing their sound. That is to tell you that we are coming. We are not scared. Do you understand? Yes. And they are doing that because they understand that they will never run out of ammunition. They will never run out of ammunition. You can now imagine they are coming to meet us. Me, the highest I have with me, the highest rounds I have with me is 60 rounds, 30 rounds, 2 magazines. So I have to start as a trained person. We are trained personnel. Yes. We have to start making sure that we count our rounds. Each bullet counts. Each bullet perform the work, the what you sent it for. Do you understand? Yes. But at a time, the last operation we went to at Kafia Forest, the time that, like my colleague rightly said, when those people have an upper hand on us was that when they begin to hear soldiers shouting, "Ammo, ammo, ammunition," this tell them that, oh, these people are out of ammunition. And before you know, they flank us right, left. And before you know, Boko Haram are by the right, Boko Haram by the left, Boko Haram before us, Boko Haram behind us. You understand? It takes God's grace for us. So for any one of them saying we are turning back, nothing has changed. Like one of my colleagues said, if we have enough weapon, sophisticated weapon, ammunition, we are going for. We already identified these people.
So you are able to handle.
We are more than able. Nigerian soldiers are more than able to tackle the ongoing.
What I just want the army to do for the ones that are still in the service today is that let them take good care of them in terms of their welfare, in terms of their environment, their health. Let me just use as an example. They value the senior officers. The senior officers, they value them more than the young officers, because, and it is the young officers that are performing the job rightly, but they will not take care of go and look the environment in the barrack, very tattered area, dirty area, using no water, nothing, no electricity, like in a Keja cantonment. Things are not even okay there. And let me say, as a security personnel, as a security operative in this country, we're supposed to they're supposed to take good care, because we are the one dying for the nation. We are the one that will be dying for the nation. We are the one that is defending the nation. So what I just want, because as rightly you say that tomorrow, which is the for Armed Forces Remembrance Day, yeah, there are many fallen heroes. Their family are suffering. Never even knew that they have passed through. They have passed through military perspective before. So what I would just want them to do is that let them take good care of these soldiers, because I think that I'm no more there anymore now. But by the special grace of God, things will get better.
Yes, well, thank you so much to you both, Mr. Bankole Taiwo and, of course, Mr. Ayodele Olawale. Indeed, statistically speaking, we now have better equipment. We have strong air support and supply. What we see that translate to is better equipping of our servicemen currently. And we're hoping that will trickle down. We'll begin to see the changes that we expect. But thank you very much for your time, and for relaying your experience 13 years ago, to today, 2025.
Nigerian soldiers, Una see as they kpai na anyhow, na just dey kpai anyhow in the name of receiving last order. Person wey dey give na last order get bulletproof car, e dey enjoy life. Una dey collect last order, una dey kpai anyhow, no good food, no good shelter, they no care. They don't even give na ammunition wey una go take defend una self. But una still dey receive last order. This is 2025 oh, may na use na head, may na think straight. It is time to think the other way round. No collect last order we go kpai you, we go take you out of this earth. Why person wey dey give you last order dey chill, dey enjoy, dey embezzle public funds? Open your ears. It is time to turn back. Revolution now. We are outside.